weather conditions and a little bit of haze out there, but otherwise we're seeing some late day sun, warm temperatures and even warmer temperatures in the upcoming forecast at the coast. And even inland, it's the overnight lows that are going to be an issue inland. The air is going to really dry out, so between that and some of the localized offshore for the south coast, that's why we're talking about fire weather risk. So it's one of those forecasts where it really escapes one simple term. Here's a look, current conditions, San Luis Obispo. Again, just a little bit of haze visible in the air. 72, 70 Santa Maria, 77 Paso, and 71 in Santa Barbara. The winds right now, they're 15 to 20 onshore. That's going to change in the forecast as well. Going to become more north to northeasterly, especially across Santa Barbara County. That's why we have the fire weather warning in place. Also, by the way, we have a high surf advisory for the Central Coast, 7 to 10 feet through 2 a.m. So that does have an expire date coming in that really soon. Central Valley, a lot of air quality issues. That's generally a concern in the Central Valley, but certainly with the number of wildfires throughout the state. Northern California, again, we still have some areas with fire weather warnings in place. Conditions have improved, but not so dramatically to take those advisories out of place. This ridge and the jet stream here and surface high pressure is building into the state, and when you funnel that through passes and canyons of the south coast, due to something called the Venturi effect, it actually increases the winds at pass and canyon level. So that's going to produce not only dry conditions, locally gusty conditions. I don't think the sustained winds will be 30 miles per hour, but the gusts are past 30, and that's a concern. This is just some of the modeling showing the offshore push that develops as we get into the overnight, especially at higher elevations here. It does translate down to the south coast. I think Santa Barbara gets some gusty winds later on tonight, and so do some of the corridors in and around San Luis Obispo County. Also out by Shell Beach, we're going to have an offshore wind at about 15 miles per hour at times. The Cuesta grade was breezy last night. It'll be breezy again tonight with winds up to 20 and 25 miles per hour. As we get into tomorrow afternoon, the winds turn back around onshore, but it's going to be a pretty warm day for many people. We're talking about mid 80s for San Luis Obispo. We're going to see low 80s inland, even though we might see frost tonight. And again, late Friday into Saturday, look at those winds across Santa Barbara County. It is the big story. Be on KSBY, this is San Simeon and the offshore winds. This is just some of the Hayes and Templeton area today from Cecil Horton. Love to see your pictures as well. Statewide temperatures actually fairly mild, 75 in Sac, 67 in LA, 71 San Diego. Temperatures a little warmer than this time yesterday at the coast. Hourly forecast Paso Robles. I talked about that frost potential. I'm not predicting frost. There is no frost advisory. But if you have any kind of really specific concern out in the interior, it's an issue there. It's not really an issue in San Luis Obispo because of the offshore. The overnight lows will be in the 50s. That's true for Santa Barbara and for Santa Maria as well. So a lot of 80s tomorrow. Low to mid 80s, 80s for the south coast. And you'll note the south coast lows will be in the 50s due to the sinking and compressing air down there. But the Cuyama valleys outside of that, you're looking at 30s. So this is definitely microclimate weather for Friday. Temperatures right around 80 in the 5 cities. North coast, coolest places, probably mid 70s. Warmer places about 80, maybe even 85 degrees. Wouldn't be surprised to see some frost. And then we're still talking about weekend temperatures that really jump on Sunday. And you know what? There's a chance of rain on Wednesday. I'll talk about that on KSBY News at 6. Dan.
Wow. All right. Thank you for that, Dave. Reenacting a movie.